Happy Resurrection Day. And those of you who certainly celebrated Resurrection Sunday yesterday, I want to carry on that wonderful thought as we just reflect a little bit more on this powerful, wonderful day of great victory. Jesus' victory over sin, over death, and the grave. My name is Kwame Rubadiri, and you are watching CITAM Church Online. At the time of Jesus' resurrection from the dead, there was very little actual expectation. Even his disciples found it so hard to expect that this was going to happen. In fact, they hardly believed the news that came to them that the body wasn't in the tomb. Mary and the other women who had gone to embalm the body after it had been buried, they had to wait for the Sabbath day to run its course, and then they went on the first day of the week only to find that the tomb was empty. Now, as they brought the news to the disciples found it just too fantastic, too out of this world. And they thought to themselves, these women have lost their minds. In fact, some people wondered and thought this surely can't be true. And how is it that we are expected to believe the testimony of women? Well, it was true. And it wasn't until they actually got up from where they were, places where they were hiding, actually got up and went to the tomb. Peter had to go with John, and they looked inside and they found, yes, indeed, the body wasn't there. The linens had been abandoned. The other portions of the Bible and other gospel writers record that there were angels that came and told the women that, yes, Jesus is risen from the dead. He's not here anymore. The grave is absolutely empty. But they had to move. They had to get up from where they were and go and not only see for themselves, but go in obedience to the word that God had given to them. If there's one thing about the resurrection power of the Lord Jesus Christ for our lives, is that we must respond in faith, and faith requires us to move, to do something, to live out this resurrection life, this resurrection truth that God has given to us through his word. And so I want to encourage you that in order for the resurrection truth and revival power and resurrection power of God to be experienced in our lives, we must move as God leads us. God told the disciples, Jesus told the disciples, through the women, through the angels, go to Galilee and there you'll see me. And as they did and as they obeyed, they found, yes, it is true. Jesus is in fact alive. And he proved his resurrected life and his resurrected body to them before he ascended into heaven. So let me encourage you, whatever God has asked you to do as a born-again believer, as a follower of this wonderful gospel, as one who believes in the resurrection power, get up in obedience and do it, and watch God move wonderfully in your life as you live out the resurrection experience. God bless you.